This audio has been brought to you by mysticalwonders.org, your one-stop metaphysical and mystical community. Free psychic readings, free manifestation requests, and a whole range of other amazing topics. We are grateful to be of divine assistance to you.
Greetings.
Greetings, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, wonderful, my brother.
Excellent, excellent. All right. So, what's your name? I'm sorry.
My name is Rastafari, you know.
Oh, excellent. Okay, cool. All right. So let me go right ahead. And all right. So welcome and thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, man. Greetings and majesty. Give thanks.
All right. So before we get started, just tell us a little bit about yourself briefly.
All right. This is Rastafari speaking. Original Jamaican.
Okay.
Motivating in the regions of life through righteousness, living in the precept of history and the majestical realms of the Most High, with the truth and the art of life to pass on unto the children of the earth.
Okay. Now, when was it, or how was it that you adopted this perspective, this state of being? How did it start for you?
Okay, it's all about life is so majestical from the days of creation, from human being existence in earth. It was a perfect and ordained gift unto human. So it will be passing where human will coming up with the ledger of life within words and biblical issues, just as the ancient scripture. So you find the Bible, so you find priest and prophet. Priest and prophet carry the words to life from ancient here, put it on scripture. Then there goes the Bible in the world. So children did ordain with the factors of life to persuade the knowledge and to earth. So it was born ordained within.
All right, and you touched on this a little bit just a few seconds ago, but do you believe in a God or a supreme being?
No, it's not believe. You know, believe is a blessing for those who believe, because that was the question from such time within doubtful people. So people that doubtful maybe don't have the acception. People that have an understanding when someone is speaking unto them and they don't have it deeply, they will believe until they come to perfection. Who is talking the justification? No. So no is different from believe when you know.
That's great, yeah. And can you explain that a little bit about the difference between belief and knowing?
Oh yes, that is good. Knowing is ordaining, inspirational, spiritual energy and formation connected, just like how when you plug in the system, plug in into the computer, plug into the mic, you can speak through it and the message can come out. So when a divine person that born with that ordained energy plug in with the current of the Almighty spiritually, he speaks through them, so they will be speaking the things knowing. Who don't get that connection, communicating by living with principle, you will be speaking to them, so they will be believing the truth, because it will be revelational into their system, because they're born with that essence of magnetical power to pick up the essence of that justification.
That's great. That's great. So, what is your view or your take on the concept of pure religion?
Say that again?
What is your take on religion?
Religion is the formations of generations of people to the consequence of reaching out their soul and heart to find the Savior. And then the way of life is the fundamental issue, because the consequence of living in religion is a leader of finding the way of life to serving the Almighty. So it is just the way of life. So of life, and you have religion to people may be gathering other formation to learn about the concept of righteousness. And then the people that maybe know it, they're just living that way.
That's great. And all right. And so, if you would explain this righteousness and all, what is is true love about?
Oh, true love. True love is the consequence of the Almighty Himself. You see, the Almighty is the definitionality that creates the precept of man in love. And love is beautiful, essence showing all around us. True love provides all things for us so we can inherit and eat and drink. And true love make we communicate and can smile and show politeness to each other so that each other is important to each other.
Yeah, showing politeness to people. That's something that we really don't hear much of very often. So why is it important to love each other?
Because we are all created beings coming from the one divine root of life. So it is no differences for us to be apart from each other. We are making from the one Father.
Talk about the importance of gratitude.
Is admiration and embracement. Gratitude, the importance of gratitude is to admire and to embrace when time you combine with your brother or someone that do something good for you, and even the Almighty that give you life and breath to breathe and all the beauty that you inherit. So you have to show about the consequences within the goodness within your conscience, and that is great gratitude coming.
Okay, and do you feel it's important to give thanks via praying, or do you feel that it's important to pray?
Yeah, because it's a principle of admiring the precept of sacrifice to a spiritual consequence. So you will be praying through the obedience and the spiritual connection because the Almighty is always there within you and around you.
Great.
So it is a consequence of that deepness inside you, know that you're connected. So showing that respect and that principle, here goes the lady of praying. Love.
Now, would you identify yourself as what one would call a mystical man, a mystical person?
Yeah, mystical man portrayed the mystical way of reasoning and speaking, so overstanding come to be so simple.
What would be? I mean, I for one don't like to put labels on things, but how would you define a mystical man or a mystical person? I mean, what are the qualities of someone who would be a mystical person or who would want to be one?
Okay, in the consequence, it's just naturally I'm speaking now. It's just like the motivation of a 90 person. All things of the mystical realm is unseeable spiritually. It's just to know when it happens. It's just like someone will come to you and tell you that such and such going to happen for you by such and such a time. And then when you look, it's really happening for you. And you maybe do certain things. You may be into a bus and it's going to be into a terrible accident and you don't even know. It's just because you, with that mystical energy that connected onto the force of life, that create that mystic that the bus maybe crash and nothing don't happen to no one. And it's just a mystical man that's on the bus and they don't know.
That's great, and that really helps with a lot of understanding, and I'm sure it'll help a lot of people who are a little unclear about that.
Sure.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So thanks for that. Do you believe in spirits and such?
Yeah, that's a good question again.
Do you believe in spirits?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
You know what now?
Do you believe in spirits?
Yeah, all right. In the consequence of that, it is good for you to say that also because the spirit is the divine ledger of the unseen reception within your soul, into your structure. And then the spirit is just like the word you cannot see when I speak it, and just like how you speak. That is the formation of spirit. So it is spiritual, you cannot see, but you get it into your ears and you overstand it. And then you overstand it, rotate back deep in your spirit so you could find back the gratitude of the goodness of what you speak. The spirit is the sensor that is inside our structure that comes from the divine Father. So I do know about spirit.
That's great, and just
Right.
that just makes me think of a question here. Like how important is it to speak in truth?
It is important to speak truth because it is a formation of yourself of justification within respect and adore the principle of life.
All right, mate. And now you made mention of the soul and how it's intertwined. So can you kind of give again for those who may be unfamiliar or who really don't think about this too much, but how would you explain the soul?
Oh, yeah, the soul is just magnetical. The soul is magnetical. You hearing me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the soul is magnetical, connected to all the fields. It's like a close inside your own structure. It closes with the spirit, it closes with the heart, it closes with the mind. It's connected to the lungs and the kidney, it's connected to the blood. So the soul is the whole formations of the agenda of your beings.
And seeing as that it is connected to the mind and such, do you believe that humans can communicate with each other straight through the mind?
Telepathically.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a telepathically admiration that we have from first, before any phone or any system. That was the moment someone could feel you, knowing that you want to see them and knowing that you're thinking about them, and it flowed through the energy of the wave current. The current and that sparkle that is around us, that you cannot be seen. You maybe have to have a certain spectacle glass in certain kind of region to see the rays and the connection. It's just like the phones. When you make a call on a phone, you have to have a certain glass to see the arrow that going up straight into the internet. So that's the way our brains sparkle and send the connection to each other. Simple.
Wow, that's like that's such a concept that it's such a concept that people. Why do you think a lot of people don't really think about this too much? And do you see more and more people seeing this the side of our core being, if you will?
Okay, yeah. In sense, it's a good question still because, in every range of life, it is deep to get the understanding of things. That's why you see so many people on the earth. Millions and millions of people is on the earth. So there's many things in the regions of life to know that will give you sense towards life, because people will be concepted onto millions and millions of different ideas and dealing different of opinion, and then lead away from the factors to knowing that they have power to do things, to make connections.
Excellent. And just a few more here. You spoke a little bit about energy. You mentioned it real quick, but if you can, just on the concept of energy, speak a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, energy. Yeah, energy is a formation of powers. Energy flow with vibrations. Energy is the old criteria of yourself connected to the Almighty. It's like the aura and the rays of the sun. So you carry that energy, you carry that light. It is unseeable. Ones will feel it, and ones will behold, and they know what you are and what you are about, but maybe cannot give a specific defection, what you really may be. But they will be feeling something. Energy flows through us every day. Energy motivates us. Energy gives us inspiration. Energy moves from your meditation. Words is energy. Words is power. When you speak, it travels and motivates into things, even to the trees, even to the birds. And it motivates and gives people visions and inspiration, and is the formation of energy that make all this clarity of the mighty full divine power flow through it.
That's beautiful. And in these day and times, a lot of people with whatever it is that they have to deal with, mortgage, jobs, bills, it seems that a lot of energy that a lot of people seems to be harboring, there's a lot of fear, doubt, and worry. So for those people that are listening now, what advice would you give them to help them transmute that energy and to be more positive. Yeah, please. Go right ahead.
Okay, yeah, okay. In that consequence, there's an energy that cometh from the Most High himself within that principle of living. That there's nothing that the Almighty cannot do. He can do anything. He is the possibility maker of all things. So within connected, it's just like you plug in your system. You plug in a computer, you plug in your phone for it to get charged. So when people take time and then plug in into the Almighty, and when they're plugging into the Almighty, and then they send their energy of their beings within prayer and reverence and tell him to give them energy and give them strength and give them powers and glory and shield them from inflation so they can have a beautiful day and guide them in their going out and coming in. Their goal, they will be having a better mentalitical power to observe the issues that coming through the system that maybe will be distracting them through the mortgage and through the excitement of the whole situation of living. So within connected and plugging onto the Almighty, then he will give them the energy so they can overcome these things easily and slowly. Bless.
That's absolutely great. Excellent. And yeah, thank you so much. And just a couple more here, literally. The last one is, or the second last. How can a typical person connect to Source? What would you say?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, observating is like your eye sees something and you observe it and it sends connection to the mind. So you will be do something that you see, if it is right. So when people penetrate divine things, they can penetrate divine things. It brings back an effect onto them. Just like people penetrate any other things, penetrate to drive the car, penetrate it to cook their food, penetrate to go to the shop. When they penetrate divine things, divine works, and think on them deeply and observe them deeply, then they will be communicating with the source of the elements within the heat that govern the earth, and the air that travel and give people breath to breathe, and the water that bring forth their drinks, quench their thirst, and the water that come from the heavens to water the earth. And all of these life force energy, they are a part of us. So when people reach out and penetrate them, their goal, you're getting back connection, just like how you set your phone to make a call and looking for that connection. So they will be getting that connection from the divine energy force. Simple. Bless.
Excellent. And do you feel that meditation helps with this, or do you feel that meditation is important anyway?
Yeah, meditation is a part of the sparkle like a diamond. When you start to meditate, your brain starts to sparkle. Light start to flashing out of your brain, but these things are unseeable. So but they have reason for it. Why you get your brain to meditate? Because the Almighty knows it has affection. And those are the sparkle. When you meditate in your brain, sparkle like diamonds. So when sparkle, then the Almighty that sees spiritual sparkle will be contained unto your meditation and fulfill your issues of your desire.
And you just gave a great visualization right there with sparkling.
Yeah, great visual. Yeah, man. That's the way I am, man. And it is good for you to get a chance to communicate with us.
Cheers, absolutely.
International.
Oh, can you repeat that?
It's a blessing, you know. Yeah, it is good for the eye to get a chance to communicate, so you could even get a realisticality into your brain also.
And the final one here is here we are, here in our existence. Now, do you feel, or do you believe, what do you think about the possibility of other worlds, whether they're underground world of ocean or in other dimensions?
Yeah.
Life? Yeah,
it's good for you to say that, because life ledger doesn't stop in any human being thinking issue. You understand me?
Yes, I do. Yep.
Yeah, life ledger doesn't stop. It doesn't stop in human being thinking or opinion. The Almighty is deep, and the fundamental of life to see fish under the waters and see they're living their life and have their eyes and seeing everything and all beautiful plants under the water. You have depths of rocks and cave under the water. If your mind could reach out that something is going on, that is the perfectionality of admiration of realisticality in your spiritual beings to reach out so far within your thinking. People does not have that thinking issue and that reaching out meditation. They maybe stop. But people that have the depths of thinking and can think and reach to the depths of depths, they know that there's a fundamental, even the mermaids, they swim. And they have their ways where they go through rocks and hold under the depths of the water, and they can come back out under rocks like house under there. But it's just the fundamental of reaching out and your mind and your thoughts. So doing that is the space the Almighty gives you to show you that life is everywhere.
Life is everywhere, and it's never ending. It's infinite.
True. That's true.
Absolutely great. Well, this has been an absolute pleasure, and I thank you so much for your time, and I really thank you for your patience with figuring this all out. Let's end on this. If there's anything you'd like to add, please do.
Beautiful conversation of righteousness, and this is the possibility of life. It's just to admire and to embrace each other. Just as time goes by, the more you embrace your brother, the more you embrace your sister. You have a fundamental precept by embracing God, which you don't know. We call each other stranger, but it's the consequence of keeping each other apart, that not knowing what each other is like. But the overstanding above the ledger of calling someone stranger is to be careful or you entertain a stranger, because you may be entertaining an angel and you don't know. To show you that, that's what you represent. If I call you a stranger, I wouldn't call you a stranger. I would be knowing that in the sense of calling you a stranger, an angel, because the word of angel above the consequence of calling someone stranger. Be careful or you entertain stranger. You may be entertaining angels and you don't know. So that's what we are. That's what we want to live by. That's what we want to show, because it is the highest range of life where life exists and comes from, where no one could never trace. But they find themselves living in the earth with their energy, their soul, mind, and spirit, and blood, and conscience, and heart. That was a gift that comes from the divine angel works of the Most High. This is the ledger that we're supposed to learn and find back what we are and what we are here to do and where we're coming from and where we'll be going. And that is the blessed moments of our presentation in this life today.
Oh, absolutely beautiful, and that's such an important message right there, and such a great message, and I'm sure it will resonate with everybody and listening to it over again and again. You definitely paint a beautiful picture. So thank you for your time, and thank you for all the good that you do, spreading the good word, and yeah, absolutely on your music bit. I mean, please, I'd be more than happy to help you, put you in the right direction, because it's what we do, or it's what I've done for a while. So we'll be more than happy to help you, put you in the right direction, and
Yes, the angel man. Yes, the angel man. It's a blessed name. So what's your name, beloved?
My name is Michael.
Blessed Michael.
Bless you as well. So let's keep in touch, and thank you so much for your time, okay?
Yes, Michael. We didn't communicate with Danny. We will keep the link and the communication and the prosperity. You just have to be one of the ledger of one of the anointed of such time,
Absolutely.
Just show your goodness. We live in, we traveling through. Angel don't disappoint angels. So we will live and share that energy of our beauty. So on the other side, we have great communication to share on. And in the resurrectional power, it will be acceptable for us always, So we have to help each other and live together as one family.
Absolutely. We are all one. Cheers. Thank you very much.
This audio has been brought to you by mysticalwonders.org, your one-stop metaphysical and mystical community. Free psychic readings, free manifestation requests, and a whole range of other amazing topics. We are grateful to be of divine assistance to you.